good driver, right?
Sure.
I
I
did
thought
say
that
it
I,
immediately.
I had an idea that I wanted to be a bus driver, so truck driver, taxi. That's
Okay. And you can choose from these, and I will show you right now what's the different. As we have to pretend that you are not very good at English, right? So bear with me. So a tailor is somebody who sews in clothing. Tailor, sewing, and a painter could be painting walls, or artist painting, like painting, right? Yeah. And you could also be a driver, truck driver, taxi driver, driving people to places, and or at the end you could also be a singer or a journalist. Like that, yeah? So I would like you to pick an occupation with your new name. Yes?
I would like to be a painter.
You're a painter?
Yes.
Well, Emily it was?
Yes, it was.
Congratulations with your new job, Emily. Very
you
well
so
chosen.
much.
Yes, yes. And Patrick, what job are you?
I think I'll be a taxi driver.
You're a taxi driver.
Yes, please.
Cool. So for my sake, I'm just going to write who is who up here. So you were Emily.
Patrick De Niro.
And John, what occupation would you like? Oh, I forgot the farmer.
It's okay, I can take singer.
Singer.
Farmer singer.
Old MacDonald has a E-I-O.
And Maria?
I would like to be a tailor.
A tailor. Good for you. That's a lot of fun. And Karen?
I could be a journalist.
You're a journalist. Lovely. So, you all have new occupations and new names. Now, in this session, I want you to imagine your new identity and your new job to create a new life, a new biography, that you are somebody else. Not yourself, but somebody else. Okay? Yeah? So, Karen. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Do you like to interview people?
I think so.
Now I want you to just to answer yes or no to these questions. Just relax, there's no pressure at all. We're just having fun, okay? Yes? So you like to interview people?
Yes.
Yes? Good. So has it been a dream?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah?
Yes.
So it's a good choice.
Mm.
Congratulations. Yes? And John, being a singer, don't you ever get a sore throat? Oh. No? Is it lively music that you sing?
Yes.
Yes? A lot of rhythm?
Yes.
All right, well, congratulations with your new job and identity.
Thank you.
Yes? And Patrick, as a taxi driver, is it not stressful?
No.
No? So you enjoy your work?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
Do you work very long hours?
Yes.
Okay. So you are tired?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you get rest, okay?
Yes.
Good.
Don't fall asleep.
No. And Emily, as a painter, are you an artist painter?
Yes.
Mhm. Do you paint people?
Sometimes.
Mhm. Do you paint animals?
No.
No. Okay. But being a painter makes you happy.
Oh, yes, very much.
Nice to hear. Well, congratulations with your new identity. And Maria, tailoring. So you sew a lot?
Yes.
Do you sew for women?
No.
So you're a men's tailor?
Yes.
Oh, very interesting. Yes, I am sure men are very demanding on what they like.
Yes, very.
Yes, I could imagine that. Mhm. Yes, well, congratulations with your new job too. Mhm. So now I will hand out a text for you, and the text is translated to your own language, so you won't feel lost. And you just sit and glance. Don't do anything special right now. Just relax and smile and have fun. You will see some highlights in the text. These are grammatical points, and today's point is past tense. Datid in Danish. Datid. We are not taking the present because I thought it's more fun to do it the other way around, to see, because I know you people in here are so smart and good that you jump right into any of my challenges. Yes, I just want you to notice the grammatical points. We're not going to do much about them today. Now I just want you to notice. I will now read the text with some music behind it. And listen to the music as well. Feel the music and let the music make you calm and relax. Are you ready, everybody? You can glance at me once in a while because I will act out what Sarah does. So you're not doubtful of what's happening here. Sarah woke up in the morning feeling the warm sun through the window. She sat up and stretched her lazy body. She put her feet she put her feet on the floor and tiptoed to the kitchen. She put the kettle on. Put the kettle on and put instant coffee in her cup. When the water boiled, she poured she poured water in the cup and stirred. She went back. She went to her suitcase and took out her books and put them back on the shelf while she was thinking, what a great holiday. actually not remembering right now if I'm going to translate it. Was I supposed to translate it? Okay. And now I will read the text in our language, in our mother tongue, so you get the feeling that you are with me all the time. Yeah? Da Sarah vågnede om morgenen, mærkede hun den varme sol gennem vinduet. And I will mime it out too, yeah? She sat up, stretched, strakte sin dovne krop, satte sine fødder på gulvet og listede ud i køkkenet. Hun satte kedlen over og puttede pulverkaffe op i hendes kop. Da vandet kogte, hældte hun det i koppen og rørte rundt. Så gik hun hen til sin kuffert, tog sine bøger ud og satte dem tilbage på hylden. Hun drak sin kaffe, mens hun tænkte, sikke en dejlig ferie. Oh, I forgot to read the Yeah. So, now we read it in English and in Danish, and it wasn't too bad, right? It's a nice and easy text. You'll be fine. So, now I will read the text again, but this time more clear and with all the right expressions, if you can say it like that. Yeah? So, I hope everybody is enjoying themselves and having fun. Are we getting there? Mm-hmm. Okay. And just float with the music. I'm gonna stop a bit in every other sentence so you can have a glance at your translation and just think about the text. Sarah woke up in the morning, feeling the warm sun through the window. She sat up and stretched her lazy body. She put her feet on the floor and tiptoed to the kitchen. She put the kettle on and put instant coffee in a cup. When the water boiled, she poured it in the cup and stirred. Then she went to her suitcase and took out her books and put them back on the shelf. She drank her coffee while she was thinking, what a great holiday. Now, actually it's meant that the class should be over now, but I was thinking just to make it more authentic, we can just do a bit of a section from the next lesson that you were going to have, because I have to push everything down to 20 minutes. No? So what I'll just say is that for the next time there is no homework, but I would suggest that you read the text before you sleep and then as soon as you wake up in the morning to make it fresh in your head. Yeah? And then you would get the text, maybe you will feel more comfortable with it. Yeah? And by reading it right away, you will still remember some of the ways I said the words. So try and read it with yourself so it sounds like me. In the next session, they do a game, a role play thing, where they use the new identities. I'm not a teacher, I'm just talking to you now, okay? Where they throw a ball to each other. So like if I do like this to Patrick, how was your day?
It was great.
And then you throw the ball and ask very simple questions to your new friends, their new identities. John the singer, Emily the painter, Maria the tailor, and Karen the journalist. Yes?
All right.
So you will throw the ball and ask very simple questions. You have to remember we're down on very, very basic English.
Okay.
I actually think what I asked you was too hard in the sense that,
Okay.
yeah. But if you can come up with something, what's your name? What do you do? I think that's the ones we have to get started now.
How old are you?
I'm 62.
Okay. Maria, what do you do? I know.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what you have to say.
Yeah.
I am a tailor.
Very good. Very good, Maria.
Karen,
Yes.
do you meet famous people?
I do sometimes. Yes.
Just yeah.
No,
Simple.
simple. Yes.
Yes, I
Yes,
do.
I do. Well, um. Sorry, Emily. Um,
Actually,
what is your favorite painter? Famous painter?
Good question.
Okay, simple question.
say something to get the game going.
Leonardo. No, Da Vinci.
Mm. It is.
It is Leonardo da
Very
Vinci.
good. Very good.
And
Yeah, you can
how
throw
old are
me.
you?
How old I am?
Yes.
Oh no, I won't tell you. That's personal.
It's simple.
Um. So, John, what do you do?
I sing.
Sing. Very good.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you can throw the ball. Maybe you could pass it to Patrick this time.
Do you meet famous people?
Yes.
Yes, very good. You're very good.
Many times.
You are very brave. Very good. Perfect. You're all going to be great at speaking English. I already feel that.
Okay.
Definitely. Yes?
Should I?
So we'll end the game.
Okay.
And you have done very, very well today. Remember, no homework, but please read the text if you have the courage to try, right? And I will see you in one day. Again, thank you very much, class. And now the teacher will stop. Then there's other role plays where they do much more interaction with each other, asking more and more questions, doing role play, and they do the children's songs. I couldn't come up with an alphabetic song for the names I just picked up, but usually they would have some creative song with, yeah, I'm not familiar with children's English songs. Yeah, E-I-E-I-O. And we could have done that for John's sake, but in that sense, they all the time, and by having the text translated, I really think that that's a good, way of thinking. And in the text, they said that they mentioned the grammatical points. I'm not sure how they mention them because it doesn't say, and on YouTube she didn't really, in that sessions I saw, she didn't point out any grammatical points. I'm not sure how in the method that is worked out. You have to be very creative in this method to all the time be, oh, she's doing that, in that sense. So,
But I think you did it in the right way.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you highlight the.
Exactly. I'm just not sure how to come around. I'm not sure that the teacher went over and said woke up is to vågnede up in English. I'm not sure she does that. I think it's gonna come later on in the sessions where when they're more comfortable with.
But if they know the word yesterday, and if you say that yesterday
Yeah.
Sarah woke up,
Oh,
they will understand that the
I should have
action
done
is
that.
in the past.
Of course, yesterday, Sarah. We should have done that. But I have to admit, it was just I did it I took some of the story points in the one that I saw on YouTube because it's easy to pantomime. I can mime it out easily, and in the sense that I think this kind of text, like poured in water, stirred. I mean, if you're a coffee drinker, you can. Oh, yeah, I drink coffee. It is immediately language that you should come up with. I think that's the best.
What about the very young children, like on the
I
third
think it's more for
For
adults.
adults.
It
Okay.
doesn't say anything about children whatsoever. Wherever I search for the, it's an adult
Okay.
teaching method. Yeah. Yes.
But I think that a lot of the approach that you can use the approach also towards children.
Definitely.
I mean,
I think so too.
the music part, the relaxing, calm way
Exactly.
to approach.
Yes. And the reinforcement all the
students.
time that this is easy. You're not gonna worry, and
Yeah.
you have to, in a psychological way, with yourself as a teacher,
Mm.
all the time come up with that reassurance. And I find that a bit difficult. Maybe that's because I'm nervous and I haven't thought it through like that. But you have to really. Now you didn't make any errors. We should have pretended that so you could have seen. Like she will correct the error when she hears it right away, but in a very soft and gentle way. I mean, it's not like you feel that you're even close to being yelled at. It's okay to make the mistakes as long as it's okay that I correct you, kind of feeling to it, I think. So, yes.
You mentioned that a negative thing about it. I have to
Yeah?
see if I understand you correctly. Do you think it's a challenge to teach this way because there's a lot of activities?
Yes,
Is that
I do.
what you're saying?
Yes. I really think that, but maybe that's because that I'm not out as a teacher yet, that I don't even know what's ahead of me, who knows, but I do think that just to pick out the music, it's like, that's a new world for me, that classical music, because it says that it has to be early romantic period of baroque music to enchant, and the fine arts has to be like a bit more old-fashioned. It cannot be new art. It's fine arts we're talking about. So, in that sense,
But I think also that you have to be skilled in drama as you
Yeah.
did before because you were acting the different
Yeah.
professions.
Yeah.
And then of course you have to be, if you do this children's song, you have to be able to sing and
Yeah.
with the children.
Yeah.
And then if you do an activity with painting, you also have to give them a guides in order to paint what they have to do. So you have to be multi-skilled in a way.
I think so. And
Very creative.
I don't think you have to be skilled. I just think you have to be
courage.
courage.
Yeah.
Yes,
Brave.
yes,
Because
you mean,
think
yeah.
you don't have to be perfect in
Yeah, of course.
pantomime or doing this,
No.
or even singing.
No.
It's a matter of dare to sing.
It is.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if you sing wrong. And I also think you singing for practicing the tone
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
of the words,
That's
the
true.
sounds.
Mm.
Yeah, because that's what you do with kids.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you sing wrong.
No,
or
not at all. As long as they can, as long as they're allowed to do it loud, then they're all right in singing. That's true. Yeah.
And
I was gonna do a jazz chant, but I couldn't really figure out just right now. I mean, I did one with the kids at my practice, and we did like this. So you can. I had a ruler, eraser, chair. Ruler, eraser, chair. Ruler, eraser, ruler, eraser, ruler, eraser, chair. And they loved it and they screamed it, and in the end they were like, they sounded exactly like little, either British English or American. You really couldn't hear the Danish at all. They all got it out right, and I was so proud of them. And we did it many times, and sometimes they thought it was boring, and then we did something else. But in general, the jazz chants, I feel, would work in any age. I actually thought about, because now that you are all advanced learners in here, that maybe, because I'm into Oscar Wilde, I like his plays and everything, and because it says in the text as well that you have to act out the role play in it. I think some people will have a text where there's role play maybe, I'm not too sure, because the one on YouTube is very similar to this text. I took a lot of the ideas. But having the role play played out, if you then were advanced learners, then take something like a sequence from the Oscar Wilde, and then if there were the old-fashioned terms, the way they spoke in the old days, maybe point that out, and maybe new words that's used in the old times, you could have done a sequence of that text with advanced learners. Maybe, I'm not quite sure, but I do think you could do it to an advanced level as well. I haven't found anything on the internet at all. It's mostly beginners, and then there's the class next to it, but that's not advanced learners, not even intermediate learners. It's still beginning level. But I do think, like the clip I saw on YouTube, there was this guy, I think we're in America at this point, and it's all different, like Chinese, African, everybody's sitting in this whole group. And then she asked one of the students to come up and act out the text. And he did it, but you could see he was filmed when she was reading the text out loud. He couldn't say any of the words, but he could mime the whole thing out. He was really showing the sun and stretching before they more or less read it. I mean, he just heard stretch, and then he stretched. He couldn't say stretch, but he could stretch. That means that he's learned something subconsciously, so it works.
How old was he or they?
Our age,
Okay.
adults.
But of course, when you learn a language, first you hear it. I don't know if you have the same experience, but a lot of people, they understand,
Yeah,
but they can't speak.
it's the meaning
Yeah.
of what you hear that you learn first, instead of speaking it.
Yeah.
So yes, of course.
So it's natural.
Yeah, it is natural,
But
but it's done in a natural way. Yes.
When I read the text, Baroque music, that's more hard than the music that you are playing.